I know this is an odd time for me to come on, but I'm hanging out here in the back, and I was cleaning out the pool, and I was set up to take a picture of this, and I thought, well, why don't I just go on live? And so here I am. This is 2 weeks worth of hunting. There's a few things that are not here, um, only because they were like a t-shirt and a beanie and a couple things that are in the laundry to be washed. And you saw them on my live, uh, and I picked those up, and my wife and I take them down to the pantry where they give free clothes away to people that need them, and food, and so anytime I find a piece of clothing, whether it's socks or a t-shirt or a cap or anything that's usable, I will take it to wash it and take it to the pantry. So let's see what I don't see anybody. Yeah, there's one person, so I must be on live. We've got a couple here. All right. So this is just the last 2 weeks. The last week of December and the first week of January 2026. So here we go. Hey, Kenneth Bird, how's it going? So we got quite a bit of stuff. I've found some of these, most of this in a parking lot. Some of it I found when I was looking for that ring on the day before, after Christmas. No, not the day after Christmas, the Monday after, Tuesday after Christmas. I got to figure out which day I was on. And then I went out to Sam's Club on the day after New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day, and went there. And I had gone to the park the same week on the Monday that I went out to the park, and then I went to retrieve the lady's ring, which I never found, sorry to say. But so those were the two hunts last week before last, and the last week, this past week, I went to 2 parking lots. So, and this is 90% of the treasure trash that I've gotten over the last 2 weeks. And there's some good stuff up here that's trash, but nice finds. There's all kinds of hardware. There's screws, nuts, bolts. Yodi, how's it going? Silver Assassin, how's it going with you too? New Marshall, I can always count on you guys to pop in anytime I start yakking. The Silent Hand, I don't recognize your name. Thank you for coming in. You're from Superpower Country, Pakistan. I'm looking for a third one. You know what? Sorry. I don't even like that as a joke. I'm sorry. So we got a few pennies. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 2 times 18 is 46, right? 36. and 18 is 54, and 18 is 72. 72, and 18 is 90, and 18 is $1.08. Got $1.08 in Zinkins, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 copper pennies. And oh, this one's 2, so there's a 2. There's $1.09 in Zinkins. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 40, 80, $1.20, and $1.25. So $1.08, 2.33. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $1.20 in dimes. So it's $2.33, and $1.20 is $3.53, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, $4. So we have right there $3.53, $4, $7.53, and we got $1 here. We got a Grant, Ulysses S. Grant dollar. Hey, Colonel, how's it going? Let me get in the shade here. I gotta turn around here so I can see. Sun's glinting. So, and we got Hunter Busher. How's it going, buddy? Haven't seen you in a little while. Probably a couple of minutes anyway. So, nice. You went out doing some curb hunting, huh? Nice. So, and then we got a Mexican 5 centavos, I think, or 50 centavos. No, it's a $10. 10 centavos. 10 centavos. Got that. And we got a Canadian quarter. So, there you go. $7.78. $8.78, and then 10 centavos. So I got almost 2 gallons of gas there. If I would have got another $1, it would have been 2 gallons of gas. But that's a lot of holes to be digging, right? And then we got this right on top of the ground. We got this air tag. A lot of people, a couple of guys knew what that was before I did. I thought it was a bike mirror until I read it in there and saw the apple. So I turned it. I took it out of the case and I turned it so you could see the apple better. So it's an Apple AirTag, and it works. It's been beeping. I don't know whether the people know where it's at, whether they've turned it off, but when I pick it up at first thing in the morning, it starts going. So we got a whole bunch of stuff up here in the parking lot on Monday this week. We got 5 batteries And I think they work. I mean, they were in the package. They're a little bit dirty because they were wet and in the mud. But I got 5 of these batteries, so I'll check them out before I just throw them out because they might be still usable. And we got things like this piece of a keychain. This was in parking lot, first parking lot. And this was found at the lady's campground there where she was, where I was looking for that ring. This one is not in real good shape. It could be part of the demolition derby set. And I got some glow plugs. It took me a minute to realize what these were. But these are glow plugs. And I usually find spark plugs. But I got some keys here. I got 3 master lock keys and 2 car keys, and I think I got a security key. Oops, sorry. So I think that's an office key. I got 1 car key. 1 car key, an office key, I think, and a security key. 3 master lock keys that they're found in different places, but they look a lot alike. Look really close to the same key, almost. No, these 2 are alike, and this one is not. So we have a new person in here, Jim Inator. Jiminator. Okay, I think I did that right. I don't know, I probably butchered that too. No thanks. You doing a key wind chime? All right, Yodi. I've got a toolbox full of keys and locks. Speaking of locks, I found 2 locks too. This one is a wire lock. And of course it's been cut. And then this one is a decorative lock. And it looks like it could even be gold plated. Because that is in really good shape. It's bubbled up underneath because the metal underneath is like zinc. It's coming apart, bubbling up. But on both sides, the gold part is nice and shiny and uncorroded. But it could be gold plated. How's it going, Billy Gartman? Nice. You guys are really cool to come in and watch me on my impromptu. I did get a couple of light bulb. No, this isn't a light bulb. What is that? This some kind of a bracket. I had 2 of these. I don't see the other one though. This is brass piece of a automobile light bulb. What this is doing out in the parking lot, I don't know. There's no electronics places around, but in either of the parking lots that I went to. But I found one of these in both parking lots, and so that was that goes down here with the batteries down here. Oh, I got all these batteries up here. I found a bunch of watch batteries in the parking lot. Cognito, how's it going? So, batteries, we got a few. Got a couple of double A's, a couple of more spent triple A's, 3 watch batteries, and a 9 volt. So, and this was interesting. Right next to a tree in that first parking lot this week, I got a railroad spike. So, always nice to get a railroad spike. Have to grind all this rust off of it though. It is badly rusted. But look how badly it's rusted. The iron's starting to fray, starting to split. It's so old. That's an old railroad spike. Now we got a troll there, Colonel. Two of them? 3, 4. Oh no, wait a minute. That's Colonel. Colonel Collecting just gave me 10. I saw all these names pop up and I thought, what? Silver Assassin. Hey, congratulations, Silver Assassin. If you're still here, you got a new membership. Splinter 687. Congratulations on your new membership. Chris Helms got a new membership. Hey, congratulations, Chris. Maybe Chris will show up. Angie and Rick and Family Adventures. Congratulations. Mike Biglin, congratulations on being a new member. Silver Paws, how about that? He got a new membership. Wow, wow, wee, wow. I've never seen that name before. Somebody must have just popped in. Congratulations, wow, wow, wee, wow. You got a new membership. Stubby Slots. Stephen got a new membership. Wayne Finicum. I hope I say these names right. Congratulations on your new membership. And Twilight Hazard got a new membership. So, yeah. And I was looking at that, and all I saw was the gray lettering underneath, and I thought it would. And I saw your name, Colonel, and I thought, oh, did you pause somebody? And I started looking. Thank you, Colonel. God bless you. Now this, I can't tell what this is. Does anybody have an idea what this might be? It's got 4 screws on it, and it looks like it was a piece of jewelry of some kind. It doesn't look like an electronics part. It has a formed, it's been soldered. It's kind of a weird ring on it, like it might have been an earring with this, just some kind of techno earring thing. This might have been the earring because it looks kind of like an earring shaft. Can you see it? I think if I bent it just right, like so, it looks like it was a earring. What do you think? It just looks like Yeah, I'd say an earring too, but it looks weird, doesn't it? It's got 4 screws in it, but it looks like a surfboard. So I'm going to call it an earring because, I mean, it just fits the bill. The wire is not just a piece of junk wire. Look at here, how it's bent. It's split on the side instead of on the bottom so that it doesn't come off by hanging there. It's split on the side here. See how it's split on the side? So anyway, I'm going to call it an earring just because of the type of wire it is, and it just fits the bill. And we did get some interesting little pieces in the Sam's Club parking lot on New Year's Day. And those were these pieces, the heart and this little piece. Now this is actually, looks like it's silver plated on this side. You see it? And on this side, it looks like it's got enamel on it. It was some kind of piece of jewelry that broke. Come on. Sorry about the finger there. I'm trying to get, there we go. So one side looks like silver plating in there. You can see. Right? Almost near, like that side looks like enamel on it. And it's got a design on it. So we got bits and pieces of jewelry here. And an earring. Sorry, my computer's not up and I can't do one of my wrap and wraps, so this is what we've got. I didn't do one last week, so. And then in the park the other day, I didn't really show you guys this, but I got 2 gold items. I got a 10-karat gold ring and a 10-karat gold locket. But the ring is really nice looking. So that was the last ring for last year, and the last 2 pieces of gold for the year. And then this year, on in the parking lot this past Tuesday, I found this little ring. No, this was Sam's Club. I'm sorry, Sam's Club on New Year's Day. This was in Sam's Club parking lot, and it's got some kind of weird side-looking thing. We looked it up, and it's called a fidget ring. So got that. And in the parking lot also we got another bling earring, and this odd-looking, I know it's a piece of jewelry, a puka jewelry with a little filigree on it. And then I think I found the piece of filigree right close by for the other one, but I didn't find the puka, and this one's all chewed up. So we got 2 of the pieces of filigree and one and also we got this in the parking lot at Sam's Club. We got this gibbets for a crock. I haven't cleaned it yet. I'll clean that with it. And the last thing in Target parking lot is where we got this earring and this little doodad here. It's a little apple, and it's got little bitty jewels. It hadn't been cleaned real well, but it's enamel apple. And I got this little bird pin. And I cleaned it a little bit, but it's not precious metal. It's got some gold flecks on it, so it might have been gold plated at one time. But it's a pin. I haven't even straightened out the pin yet because it's not really good shape. It doesn't need to be able to be worn because I don't think I could find anybody that would wear that if I straightened it out. So no use putting the effort into it. And what else was here? Oh, and that's pretty much it for the jewelry. Got a couple of lighters up here. I got a couple of these things. Now this thing I think was a pin as well. I don't know whether it had a sticker on it. I think it was like the bird. It's a pin. It's got a little pointy pin on the back of it. So then I found one similar like this, but this goes on the bottom of a chair. You know, it's like the little neoprene slider on the chair glider. How many copper pennies? 17 copper pennies I got in the last 2 weeks. They're right there. So let's see. I'll tell you what the year range is. This one right here is a 1980. First one right there is a 1980. And then the second one here is a 1969. So that one's 1969. And this one is a, wish I had my microscope, 1976 there. And we got a, this one is a 1977. And then this one is a really clean looking 1980 here. And this one is another 1977. That next to the 1977. Then we got, hang on, whoa, a second here. There we go. That's a little better. Then we got a, this one's another 1976. So we got two 1976s. Put those together. And two 1977s. Then we got two 1980s. So we'll put those two together. Then we got a chewed up one. This one is a 1960. It's bent. Ah! It's bent. Come on, fumble fingers. $1964 there. And then this one here is 1975. Goes up by the 1976s. And the 1973. Huh. 1975. There we got $1972. Okay. $19.59. That one's the oldest right there. $19.59. I don't think I got any Wheaties. I'm sure I didn't. Another $19.64. $19.79. And another $19.77. So we got 17 coppers. But at that campground, I also got this silver plated knife. Couldn't get the blade out. It looked like the blade was still hanging on right here, and I broke it, but it had already been broken up here. So, but you can still see the silver plating on it. It's really heavy too. It's hefty. And in that parking lot, my best find out of all of this, except for the 2 gold pieces, the best find this year is this platinum ring. And I thought it was silver. My vacuum just popped up, startled me, come up out of the pool, did a chatter at me. So this, I haven't tried to clean this because I don't want to scratch it up. I just wiped it. I didn't clean it with anything. But it says platinum. I got a picture online. And I don't know what the black is in there. I just cleaned it out with my finger, my glove. I haven't tried to get it off. Oh yeah, it comes right off. It's not, yeah, it's something black stuck to it. I just kind of run my finger through it. But yeah, it's not even corroded or anything. It's just something on it. Could have been like fingernail polish, because a lot of people will put fingernail polish on the inside of rings because they might be, well, you shouldn't be allergic to platinum. How bad would that be if you were allergic to platinum? Who's trying to sell something? Yeah, it's not pitted at all in there. The reason I wasn't trying to clean it with anything because I didn't want to mess up the engraving on the inside at all. I didn't want to use any kind of abrasive, anything, not even a soft abrasive, soft scrubber. So that all came out pretty much. If I stick it down in the cleaner, it'll all come off. It's stuff that's just laying there on top. But my first platinum ring of the year. Not bad, huh? Did anybody explain? You have come to my site at least once before, and because you came to my site once before, my channel, Colonel Collecting, gave a $10 membership, so 10 new membership got a membership for the month, and you were one of them because you had visited my site before. That's how you got to be a member. Congratulations. That was Twilight, wasn't it? I guess I was too late to explain it to him. I think he already said goodbye. That you're looking to sell coins? Or cons or coins? I don't know what cons are, but well, I do know what cons are, but I wouldn't want to be selling cons. So nice. So what else? I did find a pair of clippers, non-usable. Pretty sure they're not going to be sharp enough. They're all rusted. But type of hardware I like. I got a Phillips removable screwdriver head, and now this is worth something. We got a piece of lead tire weight. Things for the collection. We have zipper pulls, several of them. Got a hole in here. It's half of one. I got the back half to it too, but it won't go back together. I found some that this is off of a lock box. This is the lock-in wire from like a toolbox or a tackle box. Then I got some other little bracket type things. This is out of a strap, a canvas strap. I'm not quite sure what this one came off of. It's a little bit odd, but nice to find something weird. It looks like a finger splint. Another piece of lead here. It took me a minute to figure out what that was, but that's actually lead, and I think it's a tire weight. One of those sticky ones. It's kind of folded over. It's two pieces stuck together. But we have surface finds of, when I'm walking around, find things on the surface. There's a fishing worm, and some lip gloss, some plumper, things like that. This was really interesting in the, oh, they did get this. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to make a ring. It's really thick. I might be able to make a ring out of that, which I polish this up. It's silver plated, piece of a utensil. Thank you, Stephen, for coming in and say hi. Tixo, and Jean Gellett. It's really nice to have all you guys hanging out with me while I'm sharing with you what I found. Treasure trash. And some treasure. So we did get something. We got all of this over here to get this. So the coins and the jewelry right here. And then we got all of this up there on top, treasure trash there, treasure trash here. We got aluminum. I miscounted somewhere because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh, I counted that already. 31, 32, 33, 34. Only got 34. I thought I was over 35, but only got 34 of the could be's, the pull tabs, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait a minute. That's in the wrong line. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 bottle caps. So 34 could be's, and I got a bunch of the little ones too. I didn't count these, but I should count those. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and these are on the bottles, 16, 17, 17 of the little bottle caps. And these sound just like zinc and pennies, 40, 40, 41. So that's our count so far. We did get a lot of surface finds, and you guys know what I want to do with these, most of you. But these make really good ties because they don't rot too fast. They don't stick to whatever you're... That's a bracelet. That goes over there. That's a bracelet. And these things make really good ties for things. If you want to tie from a deck of cards to anything you want to bundle together, you can use them for zip ties. You can use them for pretty much anything that wants to be in a bundle. So I wash them, put them in a net, and I put them in the washer, and I wash them, and then I put them in a bag, and then I've got all kinds of tie downs, zip ties, and these are like, you know, very valuable to... Oh, I also got, these are surface finds too, and but I do pick them up with the metal detector because they, you know, have the metal ends on them, so I run my detector over them and find them, and they're sometimes under the leaves, sometimes they're just right on top. But this is a USB-C, both ends are USB-C extension here, and I got a mini USB here, and this is quite long, and then I got one for a an iPhone, an Apple. So I got a variety of cords, which is nice. This is a really cool bottle. This is a tequila bottle, but I thought this would make a really good... I got some little corks, and I could put some beads in that or something as a decoration, and it's a really nice looking bottle. It's not old, it's not, but if I clean off the labels and use it as a decoration, not bad. I collect these off of the ground because these type things mostly go in the trash, but I take the aluminum lids off of them before I throw them in the trash. So these two things are going to go right in the trash right now because I don't need the plastic bottles. But there's a lot of the trash that I picked up too. So that's all that trash is. So if you count these two, 19 of those bottle caps then. But yeah, this is the trash that I picked up, and each one of those is a target. So add all this together, there's a couple hundred, yeah, a few hundred. So I find neat things like this. Aerosol can in the bushes. And get clothes hanger hooks close to target here. These are little things that you can use. This is, I don't know what it is, but a piece of metal like that can come in handy every once in a while. I don't scrap that, but and I keep these type things. This is off of like a cyclone fence I dug up in the parking lot. That was weird, in the Target parking lot. Target parking lot. I got these. I first found this one, a little larger one. This is a 3/4 inch, I think, nut, and these are 1/2 inch nuts. And I got 2, 4, 6, 8 of these, and one of those, and then I got a couple of spring spacers too, like lock washers. These are spacers and lock washers, and a lot of washers here. I got one of these, and this looks like some kind of an off of a regulator off of a hose of some kind. So something, maybe somebody knows exactly what that is. But lots of fun, lots of fun. Hey, I'm up to 38 likes. Thank you so much. I'd like to see how close I can get to 100 in the time that I'm on here. Now this was a neat piece. This is some kind of cam, I think, because look at how it's, I'm not sure, or a pin. Looks like it's snapped. I don't know how they would snap that because it's crooked. This end is straight, a little narrower here, and look like it. But that is weighty. That's very weighty. That's almost as heavy as lead. I don't think it's copper though. We thought when I first found it could be copper, but I don't think so. Let me get my knife out here. I'm going to scrape some of this, because I scraped it with my shovel, my knife out there. Come on. Oh. And it wasn't. Yeah, it's not rusty at all. Not, it's corroded, but it's not rusty. Shiny. It's not light like aluminum. That's a conundrum there. Yeah. Shiny like steel. Could be stainless. But it's not chromy. Don't know. If you have any ideas, make a comment. Richard Metcalf, how's it going? Nice. All these people in here. Oh, I'm up to 42. You guys are awesome. I got a bunch of other stuff here. Some of the stuff I think is pretty funny to be in a parking lot where there's no automotive around. No automotive, and they changed their brake pads in the Target parking lot. Welcome, Cedric. How's it going? And This is just a chunk of something. It's real light, so I think it's probably a piece of aluminum here. I thought you guys would like to see all this junk, the treasure trash and everything. This is part of the pad off of the brake pad base. Found part of a grabber. It wasn't a surface find. I was digging something else and it came out of the ground. It got lots of wire. Can always use wire. This is spring wire. This is still usable. I got several of these. These come off when they're selling strawberries at Sam's Club. Over there. These are the things that hold the cartons together. You know, they stack the cartons of strawberries, and these hold the cartons together. So they're kind of interesting. And I got this had to have been springs, the way they're wound, because it's not wire. It's actually wire-like, but they're springs that have been collapsed and rusted. That pipe connector. Lots of aluminum. This is the flat piece of metal out of I bent it in half and broke it. It's out of a windshield wiper. Excuse me. Around the one tree, I found all 8 of these and the 2 spacers. I just really couldn't figure. Somebody must have just dumped them there because there was no real reason for them to be there. There's nothing there that these would be used on. Yeah, chopsticks. You're right. Metal chopsticks. Yeah, I sell the scrap. I use things like this. I put them in my hardware because who knows when you're going to need a nut like that. And screws, these self-tapping screws come in handy. Bolts like this come in handy. Even, you know, seals like this is just a silicone seal, but you never know when you can make use of that. Something that needs a seal and you've got it and you don't have to buy it. Treasure hunters are scavengers and collect all kinds of things. And we had a discussion about what these were, and New Marshall, I call them horseshoe nails because not for horseshoes, but because they're shaped like horseshoes. But New Marshall in town says they're U-nails. So and that's all right with me. U-nails, horseshoe nails. But I got a key ring. Oh, this I don't think is good enough. Might be to go on this here. But I've got better ones that I can put on this. Clean this. I'll throw this into my ultrasonic cleaner for a minute and it'll straighten everything out and make it nice. And this is a little bit too rusty, I think. Kind of hard to clip. Yeah, I don't think I can squeeze it in. It's kind of rusty. Won't go any further than And I'm still pretty strong for 75 years old, but sometimes you just can't. I could probably soak that in some vinegar and it'd be all right, but it's not that important. I've got so many that are good that I don't need that. And things like this, you know, these panel clips, they come in handy. Facing staples, okay, I accept that too. I did get one shell out there in Target parking lot. What this was doing in the Target parking lot. This is the things that, or these are the things that, you know, make me wonder a lot. What is this high caliber bullet shelling or shell casing doing out there in the Target parking lot? Yeah, we used to use these on barbed wire fencing. That's what I used to use them on. Go out and repair my barbed wire fence, use these on it. That's, and what did I get? Oh, I like getting razor blades out of the parking lots. I find a lot of these in the tot lots and stuff, which really tears me up. The ones in the parking lots are not that bad because, you know, they are using them for something. And nobody's going to be playing in the dirt there. I got half of a tweezer. I don't know why I only got half a tweezer. So I couldn't find the other half. And magnets. I got 3 magnets. This one's kind of a weird looking magnet, but it is a magnet. See? Looks like it was a magnet out of a speaker, maybe. So, what else is interesting here? But I like finding magnets. I thought this was just a little piece of metal, you know, some kind of slug or something, but it's actually a magnet. See there? So, this one looks like it came out of a small speaker. But I like magnets. Magnets are just as handy as these things. You know, you get one of these things, the magnet can hold up a piece of cloth or paper, or, you know, it can be handy for different different kinds of fasteners and stuff. Here. And top to a sprinkler, that was pretty cool. These little things come in handy. These little clamps. And sometimes you need something to clamp something down. And these come in really handy. So sometimes just a little manipulation make them work again. I did get one, I think it's a lock nut. It's off of it's a lug nut. So don't know that I'll ever need that, but might throw that in the scrap or send it to New Marshall. New Marshall always wanting lug nuts. Oh yeah, Vincent, these are metal detecting finds that I found over the last 2 weeks. This is the trash over here, mainly up here on the top of this piece of paper. There's a little trash. Some things, you know, I think these are unused batteries. They were just put out and dropped on the ground. They used some of them and discarded the rest probably by mistake. But then, key ring fobs, coins, all the treasure down here, rings. I got, this was from 3 weeks ago, this gold ring and this gold locket. Those were the last two pieces of gold for last year. And then I got the two rings from this year. This one was from, it's a fidget ring, and it was from the first day of the year, New Year's Day. And then this one was 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, where I found the platinum ring, which those are the first two rings for my year. Last year I wound up with 91 rings. So I'm just sharing everything that I have found for this year. A little bit from last year, most of it's from this year. A couple of things here from last year, the two gold pieces. But this is all the jewelry and coins that I found this year so far, minus those two. Hardware, aluminum, surface finds, wires, bottle caps, pull tabs, aluminum bottle caps, steel trash. So these are all targets. These are on top of the ground targets here. And each one of these targets is one hole dug. Very few things here do I find two in the same hole, except for I got two pennies that are stuck together. They were in the same hole. And I dug coins close together, pennies and nickels and dimes and quarters, close together, but not always in the same hole. So everything you see here is something that I dug up and dug one hole for all of this stuff that wasn't on top of the ground. Hey, I'm almost to 50. Hit that thumbs up. Haha. Thank you, Devin Butler. I was at this campground looking for a lady's ring that had been lost for 2 years, and she asked me to find the ring for her. I didn't find it. There was a day that I found a lot of stuff, but anyway, this guy that was in one of the campsites, he got a little upset that I'd been out there for about 4 hours, 3.5 hours or so, and hunting, and he came and asked me when I was going to quit the beeping and use some foul language. That was okay. I wouldn't apologize to him for disrupting his day. I don't like to leave anybody, but he asked what I was called. He said, and I said a detectorist, and he says, that's a little feminine, isn't it? And I wanted to say something like, would you call a shootist a detectorist? Would you call that effeminate? That's what John Wayne was called, the shootist in the movie, right? So I wanted to say something like that, but I just said, oh, you can call me a treasure hunter, or you can call me a pirate, whatever you want. I don't care. But I'm a metal detectorist addict, that's for sure. I love finding things in the dirt. I love digging in the dirt. I love getting my hands down in the dirt. And no, I have not found a set of handcuffs, but I have found 2 handcuff keys. Not the handcuffs themselves, though. Well, if I was in a place that, well, a lot of this has history. I don't know exactly what it is, but I mean, things like this has some kind of history. Somebody had that lock on something, and it's old, so it's historic. These nuts, they're not brand new, and there's history to them. If I was in a place that the Revolutionary War was fought, or over in England, Scotland, or Ireland, where a lot of medieval battles were fought, yeah, I could be a really good historian. Some of this is history. I mean, look here, we got the oldest penny that we have is in 1963, so, and don't know how old some of this stuff is. But a lot of this stuff is way more than 40 years old, so that's history, right? Hello, Sonia Bonello from the UK. Wow, I've got some friends over in the UK. Haven't seen Jamie yet today. Shaz hasn't come back in a little while, but there was several on last week. I had, I think, 3 or 4 from the UK that were on and said so. That was really nice. What is all of this? My metal detecting finds for this year, for the most part. A couple of things are from last year, like the gold ring and the gold locket. Those are from last year. And this car, and this is a car that's been in the ground for a little while. And these keys are from last year. But these keys here are from this year. But most of it's from this year. This silver-plated knife is from last year. And this is from this year. Silver-plated handle to either a spoon or a fork or a knife. I think it's a spoon or a fork. It's not, see, knives are generally, wide all the way up. I think this is from a spoon or a fork. And I get lots of stuff. But looking at this right here, probably about 20% of my finds are worthwhile, from hardware to coins and jewelry, and the rest of it is what I call treasure trash. There's lead, there's steel, there's aluminum. I keep the aluminum. One day, if I ever get the wherewithal to put together or buy a smelter, I'm going to melt all this aluminum down. Copper and brass as well, if I can do that. And the steel, I either, like this piece I'll probably keep because I can possibly use that. I can shape it with a grinder and a hammer, and I can use it for some type of blade. I envision a digging blade, because I can't bend this. It's light. It's not heavy, but I can't bend it. If I want to bend that, I'm going to have to put it in my vise and bend it back. But I can, like, chop that off and chop that off and cut it like that wide, and drill a hole in it and put it on the end of this, which I've been looking, going through all my pieces of metal, and I thought I had this one. I'm looking for something lightweight, and I made this. It's got a magnet on one end, and it's got a digger on the other end. And I made it, but see, when you cut it thin like this, it bends. Well, this bent, but I don't know how that bent, but this I can, well, I can't really bend that with my hand either. But when I dig and I hit a rock with it, it bent really easily. But it, for the most part, it's pretty sturdy, and I can straighten that out. But I think, actually, I'm not going to use this. I've got some tiller tines that I found digging out at the big parking lot that I like to dig in. If you go and view any of my other live hunts, you'll see this parking lot that I like to hunt in, and I find rototiller tines in there and different things. But I don't want this to be too heavy. I want it to stay light. So I need something really has a lot of tensile strength where it won't bend like this did. So I'd like it to stay like this one, sticking, out with a little bit of a curve. So anyway, these come in really handy. I can put the magnet on this side. And what's my favorite item? Oh, I got a lot of favorites. I have a lot of favorites. Out of this, my favorite is probably this ring right here, this gold ring. Out of this, but I have a lot of favorite things. I've got rings, silver rings. I've got a lot of things. The most expensive thing that I ever found was like a $5,000 diamond ring, 18 karat gold, with a champagne diamond and 56 little diamonds around it. One of my favorite things that I found, I found a sledgehammer head at the beach, and I found a pickaxe head at the park, and a coyote trap at the park. And I found just all kinds of stuff. Just go flip. You don't even have to watch any of the videos on my channel. Just go to my channel and go and flip through all the pictures and little short videos that I did. You'll see in my community page lots of my favorite things that I found, my most valuable things, my most interesting things. I have a lot of categories. Everything to me, as you can tell, I dig it. Everything is a surprise to me when it comes out of the ground. This was a complete surprise, and it's a railroad spike. It's been down there a long time, because if you look at where rust is chipped away down to the steel, see how it looks like it's split, looks like it's wood? Well, that means it's old. It's really old, because the metal is degrading, not just rusting. It's actually the metal is degrading. So when you look at something like that, you know it's got some age to it. Well, I'm up over 50 likes. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see what I do. I go out hunting, try to no less than one time a week, most of the times 2, sometimes 3. And then when I get my computer back up and running, I'm going to be back on for my Friday night Rap and Rap blog, where I go and do this. But I don't have my computer up. That I show things a little closer up. Well, maybe not a little closer up, except for the microscope. I can get in and look at all the coins, and we can see if there's any good coins with flaws in them. We can do a lot of things. Nice, we have another person from the UK, from London. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, I like things like this. These are really old. I mean, this could be, I might be stretching it, but this very well could be a railroad stick from before the, before 1900. It very well could be. Could have been in some fill dirt that they moved, and so this has a lot of age to it. It's not new. It's not, it's been down there a long time in the dirt. So no telling how old it could be. And I don't believe in carbon dating because I don't think that it's a accurate way to date things. So I'll never have anything carbon dated anyway. But that's okay. But I like to find things in the dirt. You know, it amazes me at what people leave in the dirt. I mean, this must have been off of a cyclist's a bicycle, off the pump that the cyclist carries. I'm pretty sure that has to be because I don't know why this would be in it if it was a cyclist, but this is for pumping up balls. So very nice. All right, I'm up to 60. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you like, and even become a member. I would love to have more members so that I can do this more often. Gas is really expensive around here, so really be helpful. Colonel Collecting was magnanimous today. He actually gave me 10 new members. That was awesome. The other day when I was out, Freaking Awesome gave me 10 new members. That was awesome too. I really appreciate all of you guys. Every gift is much appreciated, whether it's $1 or $10. Whether a dollar membership is just as good as a $5 membership to me. So I wish you guys could come hunting with me, every single one of you. So really appreciate you hanging out. It's for a dually tire to equalize pressure. Okay, if you say so. Rondau, did I say that right? Rondau. See, I don't even know what I find most of the time. That's what's nice about it, is the surprise that you get. And then finding out, because I research everything that I don't know. This, to me, is a ball pump. If it's a dually, for a dually and to equalize pressure, that's interesting. And I accept whatever somebody says they might be, whether they're just guessing or whether they know exactly what they're talking about. I enjoy both. So I enjoy that you know what you're talking about, and I enjoy if you take a wild guess at it too. So, but if you say it's specific, then you must know. I appreciate that. And you know, I find all kinds of really cool things. Sometimes I know what they are. You know what a can is, Coca-Cola. But then there are some things that you find that you don't exactly know what they are. Somebody knows what this is and has used it. I know it's a connector of some kind, and I know it's made of brass. And I know it has a pin so that when you clamp it down, it won't spin. It's a regulator of some kind because there's no big hole in it. It's got a high pressure hole. So now if somebody could tell me what that is exactly, I'd appreciate that. I don't think I've found, like this, I don't know exactly what this was used for. It's a chunk of steel. I scratched off a spot on it here. But it's not rusted. It hasn't been down there long enough to really get rusted, or it can't rust because it's like got a thick layer of corrosion on it, but it's not actually rusty. So I'm not sure what that is either. Something else I found here that I'm not sure what it is. What? At first I thought this was a bike mirror, because it is a mirror finish on it. See me? Can you see me there? You can see me in the mirror. But then I read it, and somebody had already said that it was a Apple AirTag. Who knew it by sight? A couple people. So, but it still works because it jingles when I pick it up in the morning. And I did get 2 foreign coins. I got a Canadian coin. My vacuum keeps coming up to the top and sucking air. It sounds like an animal or something. But I got a Canadian coin and a Mexican 10 centavos. There, we're moving on up. 62. Thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up. Then we got the dollar, which is a Grant, Ulysses S. Grant American dollar. And we got lots of coins. We got all together $8.70 some cents. We got older copper coins, newer zinc coins, and you can tell the zinc coins from a copper coin because look at the copper coin and look at the zinc coin. When the zinc coin has these pimples on it, little barnacles, that means it's just a zinc coin from 1983 and up. So if you're not a connoisseur of American coins, these are all the way from the Indian head coins all the way up to 1958. I got a 1959 here that is not a wheat straw back. I haven't checked the dimes yet to see if there's anything older there, or the quarters, or the nickels. I haven't really cleaned them up any, but I'll wash them off and see if I can find some better dates. We did look at the pennies here to get the dates off the pennies. We do have things from a gibbets for a crock here, and this is a true gibbets. It's right there. It says gibbets, and those are to put on crock shoes. Those shoes with the holes in them. It's got a little silver and pearl thing. I thought this was an earring. I found a gold one like this with diamonds in it, and I thought it was an earring with what they call a gauge at this end. But it turned out to be the same as this, as the gibbets. So you put that in your shoe, and it sticks out the top of your shoe like that there. And why they want something that looks like that hanging off their shoe, I don't know. Hello, Gerald. And hello, Miralasta, and Dan Smith. Now there's one I can pronounce. I hope I didn't murder any names badly. I should stop saying that word. That might get me messed up. I just thought about that. I'm going to use blunder the names from now on. I'm going to try to use blunder instead of that other word. I did have a video that was a short video, and it was taken off because I was talking about a bunch of crows. You know what they're called, right? That M word that I said I wasn't going to say anymore. That M word of crows, and they took the video off because I said that word about 10 times. I even forgot about that. Now this one, we have, I have determined it's an earring, and it's kind of a, I think it's a techno earring for like um, um, steampunk. I think that might be what that is, a steampunk earring. Nice. So, any specific questions? I've run out of things to really talk about here. Unless you have a question about it, I'm going to chit chat for another 5 minutes or so, 4 minutes. I'm going to cut my live short to an hour and 30 minutes today. You guys have been so great to be here and hang out and hit that thumbs up. And if I could get to 70 thumbs up in the next 4 minutes, I would really like that. I would really like to have some of you guys come back. I know there's a lot of you out there. I don't know how many are going to have been here, but my last few lives have gone over, way over 15,000 each. I have 17,000, 28,000, 24,000, 34,000, 67,000 over a 6-hour hunt, almost a 5.5-hour hunt. I got 67,000. That was so nice to have that many people interested enough just to even swing by and look and stay for a minute long enough to be counted. That really made my day. So I'm hoping that we can get some of you guys to hang out a little bit more, become a subscriber, maybe even a member. The more members I get, the more income I can make and the more hunts I can do. So I have a lot of people that like a lot of all my members like my live hunts, and I really appreciate them all. And I like doing the live hunts because they're non-edited and you can see exactly what I find. All of this stuff, you can see every single thing that I find when I'm doing a live, and I really appreciate you being there to hunt with me. I don't think I'm going to get another 5 likes before I go off the air, but I just want you guys to know how much I like having you guys come in and watch my live hunts, look at and see what I found here in a big pile, all laid out to all of its rusty splendor. So you guys have been great hanging out today. I really appreciate the intention, and from all over the world. It looks like I've got somebody here from Russia. I couldn't even pronounce his name because I don't read Russian, but I really appreciate him coming in. I've had people, I had the one guy come in, said he was from Pakistan and wanted to find his 3rd wife, so I had to delete his comment because that's not appropriate for my life. But thank you guys, all of you, I'm really glad. I have a blast. I do have fun. I have fun, and I think that people who watch me hunt have fun watching me hunt because you see what I find raw. It's there. I'm going to show it to you, whether it's a teeny piece of wire, a nail, a screw, a pressure equalizer for a dually, whatever it might be. This is a chrome facing off of something, sticks to it, and then they put a little screw in it. There's batteries, things that might be 100 years old here. This definitely could be 100 years old based on the metal deteriorating the way it did. So I really appreciate you guys. We hit 71. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. Peace. You guys take care. God bless you all. You guys are really something, coming in and hanging out with me. Appreciate every single one of you. Later, Gators. God bless you. We'll see you on the next hunt. Let's hunt.